Hey everyone, GamerRise009 here, and we are heading back into Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the side stories, and we're going to begin with Respect Part 1. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Though their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening, and in walks a girl none of them have ever seen before. How did I do her voice? Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's a kind of small club still a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prunces to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest at having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone and then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, a sign that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, and how about we introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started a literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh no, you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan vote carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I am an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric tea kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and super smart. And she's like a big fantasy books and tea. I love her. And I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough. Or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monika is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take away too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking, I had no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just hang out or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. This has been very structured since we only have like 3 members, so we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some sort of structured club activities. It's been a while now since I started the club, so yeah. And with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why do you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like after all I've been doing all this, Yuri turns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you insist that you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not going to join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it a big deal? Big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I mean, I guess you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right? Yeah, well, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? No, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she's no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she says she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Your tea is going to get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to be a bother to anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Every 3 boxes of what was presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbling inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them. Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki says she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Maka awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki stashes all her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we should keep it up there. I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but... Monica sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With the kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon! Siri spins into the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, 'cause I have this. Siri brandishes a cookie wrapped in a plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, that's so pretty. Siri trots over to the closet and the colorful shelves catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you could start by giving me a bit of that cookie. No way! I saved all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Sayori defeated. Sayori unwrapped her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri turns with a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it'd be greatly if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we could give each other a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that. Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to ever consider each other's interests. Maybe we could try to come up with something else that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we could all vote on a book to read, or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I liked Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion or anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear, I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just... Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Suri runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up to Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can... Sorry. You can go back to reading. I know that doesn't concern you. It does. It does? It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh, why is it hardest to be rational during times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuke is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with, so I assume you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuke, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if there's anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that there has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I wouldn't let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It really wasn't what I had in mind for the club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's complicated issues that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn of what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the large box sets and pulls out a volume, inspected for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. Wow, that was kind of short. We still got some time, so I guess we'll go through Respect Part 2. So let's get into it. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't I just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on. That's condescending too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's going to change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that would suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please. I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what's the reason that you have decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kinda dumb. Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as dumb. Reasons when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any stuff I'm into without people making snide comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but you know the signs of the literature club said that you can be yourself in whatever, so I decided it was the least worth a shot. But it was like a lie apparently. Next, Natsuki ejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because they're just being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something that she wanted to hear. I didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. She doesn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. If she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. So he understands that's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helped her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki with some of her friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? Ha! I told you she would join. Just come to know that she only joined because she wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making effort to finally grow past the trash. True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking, you know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What are you gonna buy, her smutty fan fiction? Well obviously I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of this by now? I told you I was just joking. Besides, it was a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention that you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Suddenly, Natsuki glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why would I have been so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything, but I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you can get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, yeah. Well, Natsuki has been a kind of blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like it wasn't taking the club seriously and couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talk to her in a hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, like, just let her enjoy it. That it makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, that was when I came to a realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, remember? Fantasy isn't just really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't because I was just let Sayori handle it instead. Now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like I could just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki to let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that I want. Suddenly Sayori bursts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Well, literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. How do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of damage that she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings that you've hurt them, to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think I could get to her to come to the meeting tomorrow? Okay, everyone, this is going to be the end of the video, so I know I cut it kind of short, but, I had extra time from finishing part 1. So I'll finish up part 2 and probably do the next side story. This is GamerRise009 signing off.